What's up? This is Neena Perez, and this is Straight Talk, No Sugar Added. Thank you so much for being here. I created this show for you, finding the best humans on the planet to grow, challenge, and transform your thinking. Let's do this. I found Lacey Broocke for y'all tonight, okay? We're going to have a good time. She is so fun just in the few minutes that I've already spoken to her. I love her, and I love her energy and everything she's bringing to the table. And her journey to success started out after dropping out of community college to pursue her dreams of being a hairstylist. And I love that she put that her guidance counselor told her she was not going to make any money, but hey, you're going to let them know, right, Lacey?
That's right.
That's right. She has been in the beauty industry, and she's now helping businesses get pre-qualified for employment retention credit, e-commerce, wealth building. Now, Lacey is committed to helping others live their best life and to make an incredible income for doing so. Okay, so there's a lot going on here, Lacey. We got to talk about all of this. So
all the things.
All of it. So thank you for being here on Straight Talk. I have a really cool audience. My audience is a lot of leaders, a lot of entrepreneurs. What I love about them the most is that they're super active, right? So I'm always getting DMs and emails and all kinds of great stuff. So let us know who Lacey is. Let's start there with your cool glasses. Who is Lacey? Who are you?
Thank you so much for having me, Neena. I'm so excited and honored to be a guest on your show.
Thank you.
So first of all, I'm a child of God. God is the CEO of my life.
Yes.
I'm a wife. I'm a mother to 3 beautiful children.
I love it.
I'm a hairstylist by trade. I've been an educator now for about 14 years in the beauty industry. Specialize in hair color and wealth building. Awesome. I have owned my own salon and spa. I've taught thousands of hairstylists across the nation, worked tons of hair shows, fashion shows. And really now I am really passionate about helping our industry. So in the last year, my life has just completely changed. And actually the pandemic changed. But fast forward to this last year, things just really catapulted. And as I was able to go into salons again, and so grateful to do so after being, not being able to do that for a year.
Right.
I heard about the employment retention credit program when I went to buy an Amazon store and just totally freaked. Like somebody just asked me, hey, they knew I was a business owner and asked me if I had qualified for the grant myself. And I said, no, I don't qualify. But wait a minute, the salons that I'm teaching in across this nation don't know about this.
Wow.
And the salon industry, beauty industry has been really affected by the pandemic.
Yeah.
And there was no way I couldn't share that information. So I began to share with the salons that I knew and wanted to help. And I discovered that I could help them so much more by reaching out to them and helping them get qualified for this grant and pre-qualified for this grant than I could from teaching them to learn to do more behind the chair. And what I discovered is as I was teaching across the nation and even in my own salon, people in our industry, in the beauty industry particularly, we don't have benefits mostly. So most salons don't have retirement or insurance, or maternity leave, things like that. And I myself almost went bankrupt whenever I had my daughter. During the pandemic, I discovered that I needed streams of income that didn't hinge around me being people. And so I was like on this track I felt being pulled. I remember telling my sister and my best friend during the pandemic, I said, there's a shift taking place. Happening. And this was what it was. I didn't realize it, but I discovered that I could help people find ways to make money where they didn't have to be around people, and that it didn't have to, if the world shut down, we could still make money.
Right.
Still live. And then as I started coaching people to do the same thing and helping them do the same thing, it just keeps getting better and better, Neena. Like, I don't even know how to describe it, but as a mother and as a modern woman, in today's world, a woman is expected to bring home the bacon,
Yep.
fry it up in a
Right
pan,
up in the pan.
clean it all up,
Right.
do all the homework, take the kids to all the sports, get them in baths, get them in bed, and still
Right.
have time to do all this and energy. And, you know, it's exhausting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I
It
speak for
is.
every mother that I know. It's freaking exhausting. It feels impossible.
Right.
And now I have learned that there are so many ways to make passive income
Right.
online, from home, from wherever I'm at. And in less than a year's time, I have been able to do just that. I was
That's
traveling
awesome.
every week for a major hair color company that I'm blessed to be a part of, and really loved my career. It actually was my dream job. Being a platform artist was it my dream job. I mean, that's all I ever wanted to do until I discovered that I wanted to live my life.
Right.
And I wanted
Right.
to, I
Right.
didn't want to just do it for that. I wanted to be a mother, and I wanted
Right.
to be able to be a wife, and I wanted to be there for everything and still have my cake and eat it too.
Right.
Now
Right.
forward, I don't know how much time has been passed, maybe 9 or 10 months. I've been able to move my family to the beach in Florida from the
That's
Midwest.
awesome. Good.
I'm literally, it's a dream. It's a dream come true. I've dreamt my entire life about living on the beach.
Right.
Now I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at the ocean right now.
That's awesome. You know, your industry is a lot like the industry I'm still in, but kind of getting out of, which is the food and beverage industry, right? So I was a director of food and beverage, and it's the same thing for chefs and stuff like that. There's no insurance. A lot of people work for, restaurants. It's a very tough gig. So I think what you're talking about, I know that you focus on the beauty industry, but I'm sure you focus on helping others, period.
Help all people. I mean, I
Yeah.
started out as an educator in the beauty industry, but I really want to get the word out to everyone. I want to help everyone be
Right.
able to live a better life. And there
Right.
has never been a better time to make money online, y'all. Just telling you, there has never been a better time to make money online.
It's true. And, I love that, what you said, like if the world just shuts down again, at least I'll still be making money. And that's key, right? And I think that's what's happening in the world, honestly. Yeah, you're looking around and you're saying there's a lot less people out working. Like we're out in the field working. Like, it took me like 7 months to find a chef to be on the line. Like that's how hard it got. And I know it's because there's so much opportunity now online, so much opportunity. Are you open to talking about that?
Absolutely.
Okay. So let's dig into that. When you talk about the opportunity that is out there now online and the opportunities of helping others, what are you referring to?
So number one, the employment merchant, like I would say, like there's so many different streams. Like I could start with, if somebody wanted to get started making some money online and they didn't have any money, I would say, if you're willing to put in the time, like I would take you under my wing. You could become a referral partner with me. I can teach you how I've been successful with the employment retention credit program. You can earn a commission. So affiliate marketing and learning, and it's really just how to help people. Like there's so many businesses that are unaware that this grant is available to them. And so what a better way to earn money than to help people get money they didn't know was already set aside with their name on it, just waiting to be claimed. I mean, I can tell you, Neena, that I was able to help a children's nonprofit get over $3 million that they wouldn't qualify for the grant. They wouldn't have gone back to see. They could have missed out on $3 million. This place houses over 85 homeless children a night.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. Wow. So how rewarding is that for me as a partner? So it's very rewarding, and I get to help other people, help other businesses and make money. So that is one way that I could help people with that. The other ways are just from recommending things that I'm doing myself, okay, that also have affiliate marketing sites. So Amazon. So my husband and I bought an Amazon FBA store this last year, fulfilled by Amazon.
Great.
Yeah, that is passive income. You do have to have good credit. I mean, it costs money. So that's not something that you really, that is something that you would invest in.
Right.
Like,
Right.
how to invest in those types of things.
Right. Right.
Another one would be an automated cleaning business. We bought an automated cleaning business, an Airbnb cleaning business.
Interesting.
It's very.
I've never even heard of that. That's awesome.
It's a newer thing. And so again, that's an investment.
Yeah.
But it's passive income. We hire cleaners, and actually it's kind of like a franchise. They hire cleaners and a manager, and they manage it, and they, provide jobs for cleaners. The cleaning business for Airbnbs is insane. Okay. Yeah. It's insane. And you collect.
That's really good. That's awesome. Yeah. You know what I love is
the average one is doing $10,000 a month.
Right. But what I loved about, I mean, first of all, I never heard of that. So that's pretty cool. But what I loved about is the way you started it. If you're willing to do the work and put in the time. And that's, I think, something that everybody has to hear. Everybody has to hear this. Everybody has to hear this because go ahead.
Nothing is free.
And easy. Right.
And I'm using the money that I'm earning. I want to be very clear about this. I work my tail off. I work from wherever I'm at.
Right.
I live a very awesome life.
Right.
I live a very incredible life.
Yeah.
But I work in the pockets of my day that work for me, but I work my butt off, and I'm using that money to invest in these other things to continue to make me money.
So good.
So I'm still taking clients behind the chair. I still work in the salon.
Right.
One week every 6 weeks. Right. So I still take clients there. But it's still like,
I love it.
That is how, so I did the work. I'm doing the work still. It takes a long time to get paid. It takes a long time for those businesses to get the money from the IRS. But so I'm just using that, and I'm helping my other referral partners do the same thing. So because if you earn these big chunks of commissions, the commissions are really nice. They're really, really favorable. And so, you can pay taxes, or you can be smart about it.
Right. And that's why I wanted to have you on and have this conversation, because I think one of the misleading things that's happening out there is people creating courses and stuff with AI. Right. And I have no problem with AI, by the way. I like the idea of it and the things that it can kind of help you with. What I don't like is the manipulation of it, right? So the fact that you'll have these guys say, yeah, I can help you make, $1 million in 90 days or whatever that is, with a program that they built on AI that's very basic and not really even full of experience, right? Because I think a lot of the takeaways are your knowledge, yes. Your experience, yes. Right. And it's like all of that has to come together in order for you to be able to thrive and help somebody else thrive. I think, getting getting a couple of pointers from AI and then building a program and not really helping somebody see results is kind of misleading. So I love that you said, I'll take you under my wing. You got to do the work, though. You got to do the work.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real.
I mean, I can do what I can do, but when the numbers don't lie.
Right.
So I know whether you're doing the work or not. I look on social media. I do think there is a place for AI.
Right.
There are some really smart tools out there right now that I use and actually have affiliate sides to them.
Yeah.
I use them for my business. I recommend them for, the people that are that I'm working with to help grow their business as well.
Yeah.
And they're really smart, but you can't replace a person with technology.
No, you can't. And you can't replace your experience either and your knowledge, with technology. And it might be able to give you some pointers, but it'll never give it out there the way you do. So I love that. I love that you also have a mind that's open as well, Lacey, because you could have just stayed with the one industry, but you decided, this is actually business. I'm actually going to do business. So that's a great way to do it too, because I think people get a little bit kind of Hey there, my amazing community of straight talkers. I just wanted to give a quick announcement because I wanted to introduce you to a transformative life coaching program that I have made exclusively for women. I want them to break free from shame and embrace their true potential so that they can build that life and business that they have always wanted. Now, our transformational coaching will guide you. We will help you. We will uncover your passion, your goals, and will develop your roadmap to success. Visit me at neenaperez.com and you can join an amazing community of women that are on the same trajectory as you, because I want you to create that life and business you deserve and transcend that shame and unwanted behaviors. So don't wait any longer. Visit neenaperez.com and let's embark on this journey together. Now back to the show. No vision and what they want to do. And you're like, yeah, I have a cleaning business. Like, you know, totally not about doing hair, but I got it.
Neena, I'm telling you, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I always have been.
Yeah.
I mean, I started out babysitting before anybody would hire me.
Right.
You know, and I had a cleaning business. Then I cleaned.
Good. Yeah. Smart.
For $6.
Yeah.
Showing my age here.
I love it. That's fun.
I was dirt poor.
Right.
You know, all I've ever known was to work. And so, I mean, in my 20s, I owned rental property. I had a DJ business.
That's so cool.
You know, and now, like, I also, I'm really passionate too about, again, compound interest. So what can I get into that's, you know, AI, talking about AI, I'm involved in several trading platforms that are quite lucrative. And those kinds of spaces are tricky, and you have to know what things to look for. You know what I mean? Like you can't just like go in willy-nilly. And I've been really blessed to be mentored by some really incredible people. And, you know, now I can share that with so many others in a space. Like, I'm a hairdresser. What do I know about crypto? Well, actually, I've learned quite a bit. Actually, 9% ROI weekly compound interest excites me. I don't know about you. 5% compound interest every week excites me. So I get excited about making money while I sleep. And I get excited about helping other people learn how to do that. Whereas like people say, well, I don't know anything about that. And you don't really have to. You don't really have to, because you're not doing the trading.
There's a lot of knowledge out there, though. Like, there's a lot of knowledge, Lacey, right? So if you were like working with someone, I think some of the biggest key takeaways is to making sure that, first of all, get out of your own way, because it's your mind, right? Like when you start to say, I don't know, you immediately put like this barrier, which now stops you from doing what it is. You self-sabotage yourself, right?
Oh, yeah,
but if you can say, what's that?
I don't block money.
Right, exactly.
Money. I receive.
Exactly. Right. Likewise. And that's the thing. Like, exactly. But the thing is, you know, receiving it comes because of the work that you put behind it, you know? And I think
really big on mindset.
You know, that's it really is. I'm huge on that as well. Oh, I teach it, so I better be huge on it. But the thing is like, you know, the thing is I always try to tell, especially because I work with women. So the women, I always try to say to them, I say, you know, when you say to me, oh, I can't, I just want to understand why you can't, right? So then once they start to break it down, it deteriorates, it falls apart. Because the truth of the matter is we are now living in a place, Lacey, where you can have knowledge about everything you put your mind to, like everything,
awesome.
Right? It's like you said, I mean, you can make so much money right now online. Why? Because you're literally out. It's not like you. Right. Exactly. But you didn't like start off that way. You had to go and actually do the work.
Can I tell you that I was dead set against network marketing, affiliate marketing, all of that.
Right.
I also do health and wellness coaching. I haven't told you about that one yet, but that's really how I got started into network marketing and affiliate marketing and social selling was collagen. Being in the beauty industry. And I was very against it.
Interesting.
Well, I didn't have the money because I was out of work and I didn't have the money in my budget for the collagen that I had to have. I mean, I saw this collagen, I saw the results of it, and I was blown away. I had been studying it over the pandemic, and I was already using their nutrition. I had a total health transformation. So I would help people, like when they would ask me, like, what are you doing to lose all this weight or whatever? because it totally changed my life. And then I started using this collagen and I started recommending it because I was at home and I had time. But before, I'm going to tell you, the girl that signed me up, she was like always on me. And I'm like, I want no part of that.
Right.
I was very, very close to it. And it really, network marketing and social selling has changed my life. I never would have been open.
That's great.
I never would have. Actually, the girl, I was looking to acquire an Amazon store.
Right.
Because I had earned a trip, and all these network marketers who were making 6 figures a month, I'm going to say it again, a month. Okay.
Right.
That I met were all investing in those stores. And so I was like, how do I acquire one of those? And so I started talking to somebody on my team about it. And she said, I'll just put you in touch with my person or whatever. And the next thing I know, here I am.
Right.
Like today.
That's so cool, right? That's so cool.
September.
Right. Right. It's so cool. Like it's really amazing to me how, and I feel the same way about the pandemic. Like there had been a lot of like, mental health issues and tragedies and stuff that happened in the pandemic. And in my family, I felt like we were blessed by it, because it shifted our whole mindset. It shifted everything we were doing. And I think it did that for a lot of people. I mean, you're one of them, right? And it also just helped you like grow. It helped you to realize that there's blessing even in those things.
You know what? Everything happens for a reason. How it's supposed to, when it's supposed to. I really believe that. And I love what you just said about that. Like you can find a blessing in anything. And you're right. You have everything in life. I'm so glad you said that. There's a way to turn it to gratitude.
Yeah.
The listeners out there today, I want you to know, anytime something is happening in your life, if you can turn it to gratitude, it will change your life.
It'll change your life. Yeah. And let me tell you, like, there was this one woman that was in, we were doing one-on-one coaching, and she couldn't quite get through the tragedy of her daughter's death, which nobody can. That's hard. And so it was a couple of weeks in, and I said, what's the blessing in all of that? She goes, what? And she was so angry, right? And I'm like, just tell me what the blessing is. There's a blessing in that. She's like going on and on and on. And then she starts talking about how amazing her daughter was. And there she found the blessing, right? And it totally shifted her whole life, her whole perspective, everything. She ended up getting remarried. Like it shifted everything. But the whole thing was, I'm not saying that we should be celebrating somebody's passing, of course, especially your own child. What I'm saying is that you shouldn't, well, for her anyway, I didn't want her to just focus on the tragedy. I wanted her to see the blessing of the life that was there, Yeah. And that was just powerful for me,
powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, I look back now, my life shifted when my mom passed away. And, that's where I think when I learned how to turn things for the good, because you can go down one path.
Yeah.
And it leads you to nowhere good, and that's really when I started to blossom, is when I could say, you know what, she didn't die in vain.
Right.
I'm grateful now. And honestly, grateful for, like, I didn't have a really great childhood. It was pretty awful, pretty traumatic in a lot of ways. And I look back now and I'm really grateful for it.
Well, it's your superpower. It's your superpower.
I wasn't.
No.
I grew up with a sick mom, really poor, really, really poor. Obviously, she couldn't work. There was 6 kids, an alcoholic dad, and an alcoholic stepdad. It wasn't a bowl of cherries.
Right.
I learned a lot of hard work ethic. I learned if I wanted something in life, I was the only one who was in charge of that. No matter, in America, we're all born here.
Right.
And we all have, people can say it. Oh, we don't all have the same opportunity. We all got the same 24 hours in a day. What you do with your life is up to you.
Absolutely.
I can tell you, nothing happens in life without God. You got to put him first, and that's it. Into place.
That is it.
If he's not in the center, it's not going to be there. It's
That's
not going to be there. If your mindset isn't there, it's not going to be there.
Right.
So,
Right.
I mean, I had to get really grateful
Yeah.
for all the shit that I went through.
Yep.
And really, and I am now today, I'm really grateful for the way that I was raised. I'm really grateful for all of that. It's made me a better parent. It's made me a lot more healthy. It's made me a lot more conscious of my choices, my decisions, and how I act and how I choose to be as a mother, as a wife, as a person. You know,
That's awesome. That is so awesome. It is so awesome. I was just doing a live recently about, the victim mentality thing, because I agree with you. We have the same 24 hours and the same exact opportunities. Some of us maybe start a little bit behind, whatever behind is. Right. But let me tell you something. There's nothing but air and opportunity. And if you keep using the excuse of I can't, or the society this, or whatever have you, you will always be stuck. And that's on you, baby. That's on you. People don't like my directness, but it's just facts. Right. I mean, I was born and raised in the projects, molested as a child, almost murdered, all of that. Right. So you take all of that and you impact the world and you use your superpower because you've overcome. And when you overcome, you can do it.
You don't let it go in vain.
That's it. Exactly.
Oh, I've been doing this life,
Exactly. You didn't go through all that shiznick just to be sitting here boo-hooing. I don't got time for that.
I'm grateful that I can work. Like every time I think like, my body's tired, like, I did hairdressing and like being on planes and traveling around the country and working shows on my feet 12, 16 hours a day. I'm glad. I'm so grateful that I have the ability to do that. That I can physically work. Right. I'm not trapped by a debilitating disease that, would force me to be unable to care for myself or force me to not be able to earn money. I mean, there are people who, like my mother, she couldn't make more, but in today's world, she could have.
Right. Exactly. Right. And I'm so glad you said that, because I know there's a lot of people listening who are like, okay, all right, Lacey, give it to me. Say like, how do I work with you, woman? Because it's true. I mean, and the reason I wanted to have you on the show was a few things. One, because I love your energy and I love what you're putting out there, because I love that. Right. I also love the fact that you're just willing to go into the trenches, learn it so that you can help someone else. Right. That to me speaks about realism. That speaks about somebody who can connect with you on a different level. And I appreciate and admire that. So I know that there's people who are listening who are like, I love your energy. So I'm sure they're loving your energy, because I have an amazing audience. So Lacey, give it to us. Like, how do people work with you? How do they follow you? Like, give us all that information.
So you can find me on Instagram at Lacey Broocke. The spelling of my name is all right there. So that's probably the easiest way. Send me a DM. Send me a DM and say, how do I start working with you? I would love to help coach you along. And I really like to start out with a consultation to just see where you're at and see what your goals are. Because, there's a lot of people who say, well, how can I get into this? Or can you send me a video on this? And I'm like, no, no, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. No,
I love it.
You're gonna get on the phone with me. You're going to get on a Zoom.
Yeah.
This is a relationship, and I have to make sure that we're going to vibe.
Right.
I don't work with people who, quite frankly, don't have the same religious beliefs as me. Like, if you don't believe in God, I don't want to work with you. I'm just going to tell you.
That's all right.
I attract Christian business builders into my organizations who want to make money.
That's awesome.
I will take anybody under my wing, if you have a good attitude.
I love it.
Expect to hear about your mindset.
Right. I love it.
Of business and being successful if you have a negative mindset that doesn't attract money. So I love teaching people how to vibe high, different exercises they can do to raise the vibration, to get on the same frequency. I mean, it's all the things. It's not just I'm going to do this one thing and I'm going to no, it's all the things.
It's all the things. That's what I like about you, girl.
You got to work with me to get all that.
I love it. I love it. I love your energy.
There's more coming. There's more coming. So much more.
Yeah. Amen.
So much.
Thank you so much for being on Straight Talk. I love that you are a straight talker too. That really adds like a little cherry on top of my Sunday. I love it.
Only way.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey guys, thank you so much for listening. You are the best, okay? I have the best podcasting community ever. I really do. And I appreciate you guys being on here. If you are looking for coaching, please make sure that you also email me at hello@straighttalknosugaradded.com. I work with women and I help them develop that business that they are envisioning in their hearts so that they can win. Thank you guys so much for being here. Love you, love you, love you. This is Neena Perez, Straight Talk, No Sugar Added. Until next time.
It's easy to lose sleep when you're worried about your health insurance plan. But when you have a family counting on you to take care of them, having the right coverage is more important than ever. That's why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here to help. With low to no cost plans for you and your family, so you never go it alone. That's our Anthem. Click to learn more.